Salutations everyone, and welcome to a horror game for the month of October. I am your host, BrainBoy20. This is Amnesia: The Dark Descent, a game of, shall we say fame? Or infamy? I was requested to do this, or not really requested, but I had requested people to vote if I should just do this on a live stream or a Let's Play series, and people decided to vote for a Let's Play because it's harder to get a live stream to work, considering the flop of the live stream a while ago. Anyway, without further ado, let us start a game. I've only played the intro itself, just to see if it works properly.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
From one library to another. Now, personally, I have actually seen the entire story from Amnesia, but I have not played it in a very, very long time. At least, I haven't actually seen the entire story in a very, very long time. So I have an idea of how this is played, but this will be just as much an experience to me as anyone else who has not played the actual game for themselves. Which you can't really judge a horror game from an outside perspective, because anyone else can color your perceptions. You should judge it for yourself, so I'm going to play the game and pass judgment myself. A bit woozy there, eh, Daniel? You can grab the wall to steady yourself. You can grab the wall to steady yourself, Daniel, seriously. I'll be going in there in a second. It's just I have an incessant need to explore and search for everything. Which probably is to my benefit. I mean, considering these objects here, which I have no use of just yet. So what's in this place? I mean, admittedly, coming from the place where all the spooky stuff has occurred is probably not the most brilliant idea, but... oh well. So I can make other light sources with tinder boxes. I knew that much, but I don't know how useful that is, though. I mean, the dark is supposed to be your friend in this game, and I do intend to play this for the entire month of October, and probably a little bit into November, considering how long series usually take. It's always polite to close the door. I like to think Daniel was our... I heard that. So who are we chasing now, or who's chasing us? Okay. Okay. What the fuck? I'm trying to play this in a darkened room. I'd rather play this at midnight, but... okay, let's not go into the darkened room just yet. Can I actually hide in this? I had a feeling that that doesn't work that way. Now, assuming I'm supposed to follow the rose petals or blood droplets, but That also doesn't seem like the most brilliant of ideas. Okay, the iconography of Jesus Christ, and what others? Now, I don't do horror games very well. Like, personally, I don't play a ton of them, so perhaps I'm a bit too green around the gills for some people's tastes. Like, I had real-time strategy games that scared me when I was younger. I saw that. I'm going to avoid going down that pathway, because I saw there was a man standing there. Sure, we'll go down the bloodstained path. Okay, go a little bit faster. Faster. Please. I'm leaving. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear. She, too, would be punished. Go fast. Well, I'm certainly unsettled. Gonna remain hidden. Oh, that was the cockroaches, wasn't it? Okay, what manner of beast is hunting me now? Just gotten out of that damn library. I'm also aware that staying in the dark, sanity drains. But unfortunately, I don't think there is actually a place to turn on some light here. Is there one around here somewhere that I can actually turn on some light? There we go. Okay, that's nice that I can actually see stuff now, but I don't exactly feel a lot safer here. I assume I will have to pass in that direction. Yeah. I want to complain to the GM about this setting he's set up. Am I going to get a heart attack? Is that a thing? Oh, there's the lantern. That's almost bloody ubiquitous with this game. It's just having the lantern to run around with. And I now need to just think, how do I turn it on? My immersion, it's broken. No, seriously, how do I turn on the lantern? Or do I need oil first? Actually, how do I look at the inventory? I guess it'll all be explained in time, because I still can't bloody see. Okay, that's going to be annoying. I wanted to set up the bloody doors, but that's going to be irritating to set up properly, to be able to close doors rapidly. Get it, this place is falling apart. Come on. There's a tinderbox. And a wooden log? Can I light this? Oh, that's metal. Ah, I can't do that. That's disappointing. I would like to be able to carry around my own torch that's not based off the lantern. Just light a couple of these books on fire, light a fire behind me. I don't like this place already. Ooh, that's not a good sign. I see that you want to direct my attention there. I also see that I would like to search this place first beforehand, because I get the feeling that after I take whatever's there, I'm going to have to run like a madman. There's the oil. So, tab. Oh, hey. So that's where the lantern is. That's my sanity. A slight headache, my health is all good, I've got tinderboxes and a journal. Ah, F. Of course, it's a flashlight. How could I have not realized this?
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Lovely. I get the feeling that I'm not going to have to go back. This was another door that I've missed completely. Okay. Is there anything in here? Oh. Okay. I guess there's some small comfort here. To the entrance hall. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew that he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. Okay. I'm supposed to figure that out so quickly. I had a feeling that going backwards was not the correct way. Although I do see the rose petals.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
You know, what YouTube doesn't let you hear is, like, how evil he sounds. Like, for what, Alexander was his name? It's gonna be a while before I actually remember that off the top of my head, but, like, just looking or listening to Alexander speak, he almost comes off as stereotypically evil. Okay, what the hell is this? Looks like we have a note. There's note to self. Diaries? No, mementos. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Well, if it's breaking down reality, or if it's linked to that thing that's breaking down reality, as that's the only thing that makes sense so far, there's probably not a way to do it, but fool's errand, fool's errand. We might as well try. So where do we have to go? We have the upstairs location, the upstairs dormitories. down that hallway, which I'm probably going to explore, and down that hallway there. I'm going to head down in this direction first and see what I can pick up. And we'll pick up some lantern oil and a tinderbox first. Thank you, hissing cockroaches. You're so kind. Okay, no, I get it, I get it. Well then, aren't you a bit feisty? Or a bit angry, I should say. I mean, it would be convenient to just leave, now wouldn't it? Regardless. We have the upstairs location and the bottom left. I guess I will go down here. 2 doorways. To the laboratory, which just speaks of bad things happening to everyone involved, or down wherever that is. I think I'm going to stick on the same... Actually, no. We'll ascend up a floor. Going to come down here and hide. Alright, nothing's coming through just yet. Is there something coming through? I honestly don't know. When I said I had, like, seen an entire playthrough of this, I will admit that was, like, a 3 year... like, when this game came out. I didn't have the feeling that I was going to play it at any point in the future. There is no... Looks like there is no real pathway there, unless this is what I'm thinking of. A doorway up. And to the archives. Well, from one library to another, I suppose. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones in the consulate in Constantinople. So is this from Daniel's memory, or is this from someone else? I don't like that sound. Like, I legitimately do not like the sounds that are being produced right now. I swear I hear something moving around. Or is that just me walking on carpet?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So Daniel's an archaeologist. Interesting. How might you end up in this situation, Daniel? Nothing. Disappointing. Okay, so it's the act of crouching and moving on the carpet that's making this noise. So what's in here? Oh, okay. So while it is dark in here, it doesn't seem like there's anything too out of place. Just don't make a ton of noise. I will light this so I don't go a bit insane. I need to find a tinderbox for my efforts. I'm sorry, those noises are just unsettling. Alright, nothing else here. Okay. So nothing right here specifically, which is good? I'm not sure. I don't like the feeling of not knowing. Oh, I think this is a good case of dead end, take warning. But it's both a dead end and not. Then again, locking like all the doors and stuff like that behind me is also an equally bad thing. I'd like to hear something be on its way. I hate these noises. A free tinderbox. Like, exploring has its own rewards. I think I'm going to have like 1,000 of these things later. Just as of right now, I kind of don't...
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Well then, that must have been traumatizing, but that doesn't explain why we're here. Do I still hear something shuffling about? Maybe if I actually used my lantern a bit more, this would be a little bit less terrifying. The constant buzzing also does not help. So the constant buzzing, this is a large open hallway. I'm going to avoid progressing much further than this, because I also am getting close to time, because I don't want to time these episodes to be so long as to be, well, I don't want them to be extreme in length like they usually are on my channel. In short bursts, fear is a bit better, because I might actually grow resistant to it if I take a very long session. I still don't want to go down there, because it's just pitch black and there's nothing there. Okay, that's me pushing the chair. And then there's that. Okay, I think I'd rather go down the other hallway first, but we are about to hit time. So, on this bout of tension, with us trying to find the final passage, or the final note of Daniel, we shall end the episode here. This has been let's play Amnesia: The Dark Descent, the first episode, with me, BrainBoy20. And when we come back, we will continue exploring the archives. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.